right, with the Mounts of Mayhem update already out, I am not currently updated to the new update, but I will be updating very soon as all the mods get updated. But with that said, in this episode, we're going to be preparing for the Mounts of Mayhem update by building a stables and going out and getting a donkey, a horse, mules, camels, all the mounts, a rideable pig, everything in preparation for the brand new update. And we will also maybe get into doing some bee stuff around here, but all that and more in today's episode of the Minecraft Forever World. Let's get it started. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Haimuno here. I'm just out in the flower forest looking for, oh, right there. That's what I'm looking for. Some of these beehives, and it is currently raining, so I can gather up as many of these beehives as possible. I've started breeding up a couple of these guys and got a little area to where I can start to breed these guys up. Let's put that there, and let's build up and throw some of these bee nests on top of these campfires so I don't get stung again. Can I reach that one from over here? No. There we go. Perfect. And basically what I want to do is get all 8 of these little stands filled up with either bee nest or like these little guys. Matter of fact, now that I got some more honeycomb, I can actually make a few of these. There we go. And then build up, place, and place. Oh, did it again. But yes, what I want to do is get 8 either bee nest or the little, I forget what these are called. I just had it in the inventory. I should have looked. But anyway, 8. I want to get all 8 of these filled up so that I can get 8 bees full, all 3 bees in each one. You know how bees work. They'll get pollen on here, take it in here, get some honey. I can breed these guys up. And once I have all 8 filled with 3 bees each, we can build a bee farm, and we're going to be doing that in the episode, plus preparing for the Mounts of Mayhem. The reason why I want to build this bee farm, it's going to give me honey and honeycomb, so I can start waxing all the stuff around my builds, because everything's getting to the full max oxidation stage, and it doesn't go right with some of the builds. I intended those to be like in the second stage of oxidation, so I need some beeswax. So let me finish getting these bees all set up, and we're actually going to go and start gathering up some materials for the stable build I have in mind. All right, let's get ready to build here. I have all of the materials ready for the stables, and we're going to hook it to the back of the house, because if you remember last episode, we moved the animal pens. We got the little shepherd's hut with the wolf farm below and the sheep over there, and we got the nice little barn with the cows, chicken, pigs. Matter of fact, before we get started building, I did take the path and move it around here. Look what's up, little gas buddy there. I gotta come up with a name for my gas buddy. But across the little path that connects up to the barn, and it connects up to the bridge over here. So I did that in between episodes, and I'm loving how that turned out. But let's get started on this build. I already laid out like the frame because I wanted to make sure it could fit here if I needed to push the grass back a little bit. Maybe have to make some adjustments to the back of the house there. But while I'm building, I do want to address something. I did start on an SMP server, and I was saying that I was going to do SMP server and then a little bit of the Forever World. Well, something came up there in that server that I'm really not going to get into. It's just some difference in creative decisions. I was told the server was one way, and then after joining, they're going a different route. But, stuff like that happens. I wish them all the best in their future endeavors, and, hopefully what they're changing to works out for them. But it's just not the type of stuff that I wanted to make. So I am going to be dedicated fully to this Forever World until maybe hopes I find another SMP out there. Maybe even thinking about making my own SMP one day. But anyway, let's get back to the build here. I just wanted to kind of address that. You're no longer going to see the Bellocraft series here on my channel. It's going to be strictly this forever world is what we're going to be playing in. And I'm excited because I was still going to do stuff in the forever world. I was just going to kind of focus on the server. But now that that's not happening, I am back to fully getting all in with this forever world and developing some of the projects that I've always had some ideas about doing. And let me get the spruce stairs and the strip spruces, because we're going to do some little walls like so. Go upside down stairs there. Trap door, or some oak trap doors. There we go. Oh, kind of need to get up here. There we go. Or let's do it like this. And let's get a boost up right here. And then another boost up there. And that is how one wall is going to look. We got a pretty cool roof that we're going to stick on here as well. Let me grab, where are they at? Here we go. These, and you know what? I didn't even grab the gates. I need some spruce gates. All right, let's build the roof now. We're gonna go stair with the block, stair here, block in front, and then, oh, what did I do that for the slabs for? Then we're gonna go slab. Whoa, falling off, we can't build. Whoa. Let's get back on top of the roof in order to finish the roof. That's what we got to do. That's what you got to do to build a roof. You got to, okay. I am sucking at flying here today. Let's land on here. And let's do this. Because, let's see. I need it to be, there we go. See, this is the part where it's going to blend in to here. So we got to watch how we do this. There we go. And then slab, and then slab, and then slab, and then boom. There we go. That is one side. All right, the roof's all in, free camming it. See, I think it lines up and attaches pretty good to the back of the base. I mean, if it could shrink down a little bit, but see, I like to have 3 different little stalls here. And I mean, I think it fits into the base and doesn't take away too much from the actual starter base. And it's a little shorter than the main roof and everything. I'm liking how it's going so far. But see, now I got some spruce gates so that we can install those in, not there. And then we're going to put some across the top here in certain spots. Get some good lighting on here. Okay, one was supposed to go there, but I don't think it matters now. But we can put the one here on the insides. There we go. And then I was supposed to put one on the edges on the back, but I think that gets good lighting from the torches on the house. And then I wanted 2 barrels. Oh, there we go. Placed in the front. Fix this by adding a little difference between spruce planks and some stripped wood. Like so. Don't worry, we're going to put a little trim right there. And let's put trap doors. Okay, we're going to need to pillar up. Should have brung some dirt. Should have brung the dirt. I'm a big I'm starting to fall in love with dirt as my scaffolding. Not gonna lie. Okay, see, does that look weird with this stuff in the way? No, we're good. And then put a shelf slab there, and then actually double up the trap doors. And that's going to be the trim on each side. Okay, let's add our little trim here in the front just to give it more detail. You never hurt with too much detail. There's never been, you can over detail some stuff. So I don't want to say that there's never too much detail, because you can actually over detail stuff, but I love this little trim here, like so. I think that looks beautiful on the front. Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Let's, there we go. And there we go. Let's add this little bits. One for each barrel. Oh, a block. Okay. Now the little hay bale decoration on the side here. Like so. And we can throw 2 of our firefly bushes on the side, so it lights up and gives us some particles at night. I am digging this vibe here. Nice. Firefly, firefly. Okay, all the inside of the pins are done with the podzol, coarse dirt, hay bales. The outside little path is done. But now what I want to do is I want to go around and add some leaf litter to make it look like some leaves have blown in from the neighboring forest over there. And it is all over our pathway here. And let's edge out the edges so it kind of blends in this line here. Something, see, I don't want it to look so like a line. So let's fix that where it ain't looking like a line. Put some over here. Some blue in. Yeah, there we go. See, now it just looks like some leaves have blown in all around the stable. So this is the stable build. I like it. I dig it. I think this is going to be the perfect home for all our mounts. We can go get our horse. We got some llamas right there. I'm not going to put the llamas in here. I still want to maybe do like a pen behind the barn for all the llamas. And I am going to get camels in this video, but we'll do something with the camels a little bit later. So let's see, spots. If I remember correctly, yes, I parked him over here. See, this is why we're getting bees. All of that is supposed to be like the first stage of oxidation, and it looks hideous cyan. But anyway, can't get distracted. Let's take spots. I need to go hit up all of my librarians and get a bunch of name tags, because we are going to need it, because I want to name we're going to get a second horse, breed it, get baby horse, get 2 donkeys, breed them, get baby donkey. Okay, here's your new home, bud. Yeah, that's your new home, buddy. Okay. 1 mount. Like I said, I want eventually 3 horses, 2 adult horses, little baby horse, 2 adult donkeys, little baby donkey, 2 mules, baby mule. And then we're also going to gather up 2 camels and baby camel. So the journey to collect all of the mounts has started. Let's get it going. Let's go find some mounts. Bringing back the second horse, we found Spot a little mate. We got a beautiful solid gray white boots horse here that I'm just swimming across the little lake here right in front of the base. And we'll be back to the stable in no time. Okay, we got the first donkey in tow here. I've got Lady in Spots. That's their name. I named her Lady. And of course, he's Spots. Let's breed them. Boom. Let's get it. And I decked them out in some diamond armor. Let's get the first donkey in here. Boom. And then let me get my little... No, those are not the one. Where are they at? Here we go. Where's he at? Donk. Your name is Donk. I'm going to get a Little Man is the name of my little baby horse. Let's see. Where's Little Man? Where's he at? There's Little Man. He's a little Spots. He took after his dad. All right. And we got Dink's going to be the girl donkey. And we got a Boop. It's going to be the baby. And then we got names for the mules. And we got names for camels. So I need to go find a second donkey. Second donkey acquired. We got Dink and Doink. Let's breed Dink and Doink. Now, when the baby of Dink and Doink, who is going to be called Boop, is grown. Where you at, Boop? Okay, Boop is grown. We're going to breed Boop and Little Man and make our first mule. I love the firefly effect. I know. Sorry, it's like a little squirt, like attention span. Squirrel. I see the firefly effect. It's so cool at night. And adds some good ambiance. All right. Flying around the desert here, trying to find camels. Now, I know you can get them out of the villages, but I thought they changed it to where, yeah, see right here. They're just out in the middle of the desert somewhere. And I want to grab 2 of these guys. So let's grab my leads out here. Let's pull you. And I think I saw one over. Yeah, there we go. We got 2 camels. Because I want to have the camels, and when the new update hits, like whenever I update, I want to be able to come back. I'm going to put these guys, I think I got a nether portal, yeah, over this way. And, broke the lead already. And put these guys near the nether portal. We're going to name, after Stranger Things, we're going to name you Mike and you L. So... let's go right there and ride this one, and then we'll lead. Yep, are we still attached? Come on. Come on. There we go. So we got the 2 camels. Every time I'm on a camel, I want to start saying murder camel, but I can't. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Okay, over here we go. And then whenever I get near this portal, I'll have to stop and make a, let's get off camel. Let's throw down the shulker box here. Oh, need some logs. Let's make a fence post. There we go. And then now... Where'd Mike go? Come on, Mike. Mike. Come on, bud. There y'all go. Both camels secure. Oh, I can breed them. That's another thing I can do while I'm out here. Come on, sleep. I gotta get cactus though. Where's some cactus? Right? Isn't that what they eat? Breed up. Yeah. There we go. Breed up. Let's sleep. And now we have little baby camel. Look at the little baby camel. He's so cute. Let's see here. Let's throw down a name tag. We're going to call him Little Sebastian. Come here, Little Sebastian. You can't run away. So there we go. We got 3 camels like I planned. And we'll be ready for the camel side of the Mounts of Mayhem. Now let's head back to base and see if that little baby donkey and little baby horsey is grown up so we can breed them. Okay, now I have the 2 offspring here. Little man is not so little anymore. And Boop is not so little anymore either. So let's breed them up like so, and let us get our first mule. Look at the little mule. That's going to be mule number 1. Let's drag mule number 1 here in the mule pen. And then let's put Boop and little man back up. Boop first. Don't drift too far there. Let's get Boop in. Perfect. And then I need one of these donkeys. So you're volunteering. Okay, you're volunteering, donk. And then I'm going to need one more. Come on. Come on, little man. You're going to go in here. Perfect. And now I need one of the let's go spots. You're volunteering. And basically I want to breed up these two now and make a separate mule. There we go. I got another mule. And then I'm going to wait for these 2 mules to grow up. And then I'll breed them. So there we have it. 2 mules waiting for them to grow up, and we'll have a 3rd mule, and then we'll actually have all the mounts. Now, while we wait for those 2 little mules to grow up, I did name them Henry and Eliza. So we're waiting for Henry and Eliza to grow up there. And while we wait on that, remember those bees that I showed off at the very beginning of the video here? Well, yeah, they're done. They're done. These 2, let's go into free cam and go down below. But pretty much I put half of them inside of a honeycomb farm and half of them inside a bee farm. It's pretty much the same exact farm. It's the same exact setup. You can use mud blocks, and it's all with dispensers and sticky pistons. This is a very simple farm to make, but what happens is so it don't get all mixed up, honeycomb and honey bottles. One spits out the honeycomb through a dropper vader and then through a water vader. See how it just worked there? And the honeycomb goes into that chest, and the same thing on this side, but it's for honey bottles. And it's been collecting pretty good, so I got all the bees in place, but I can't leave it like this. No. Can't leave it like that. I've gathered up some materials because I'm going to build 2 booths. Basically, it's going to be like a little marketplace, the beginning of a marketplace back here. Like maybe like a little town, like a little square here, like a market square with some little market stalls. So I'm going to build a market stall here for the honeycomb and a market stall for the honey bottles. So if anytime I need honey or honeycomb and it's back, there's the main base, just to kind of get across the rivers where all the animal stuff is. So yeah, let's get ready to build 2 market stalls with a build time lapse. Let's go. Okay, what do you think about the time lapse there? What do you think about our little market stalls? I want to get some dye and dye this one orange, of course, and see if I ain't got some glow ink and do this same one in yellow, honey for sale, honeycomb for sale. I like the orange and white pattern and the yellow and white pattern. Like, these are nice little market stall ideas, using the shelves with some banners in there to kind of highlight that it's honeycomb. And now, I don't know if you noticed in that time lapse or not, but I changed out the glass for these honeycomb blocks, and I want to get a couple of more. And like, because I'm out right now, I don't have, that's like one more block I think's worth. Yeah. So I got to like let it build up. And what I want to do is not fill it all in, but kind of have it like overflowing with honeycomb, and that way it hides the hopper and the collection system and stuff. And then do the same thing for honey. Start replacing all these glass blocks and have it like the honey's overflowing and everything. So I really love how these little market stalls turned out. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this or not. I'm thinking like maybe another one in the future, like maybe over here, like knock this back a little bit, maybe, because I don't want it to cut into the backyard of the blacksmith's house. Maybe we do, or maybe we just like have a little row, like make 2 more of these, but facing that way and have like a little path that comes between them, because I want to do one for sugar cane, like have sugar cane coming up for like a farm under the ground, and then one that's selling like sugar cane. But that is the bees taken care of now. And if you've noticed on the main base here, I've waxed all of this stuff. All of it is waxed to the color that I wanted, the oxidation state that I wanted. There is nothing inside my base that is not waxed. Now, there is still stuff on all the other builds that's why I want to get this honeycomb farm going, so I can wax everything and make sure that it's at the proper color that I want it to be. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today's episode. And I know I'm down here in the nether, and I'm down here for one reason and one reason only. If you notice the Y coordinate up there, I'm at Y15. I'm at the perfect depth for ancient debris. And so I want to start the road of upgrading to netherite. And if you look here, I got 2 different shulkers of beds. I got some speed 2 potion and some fire res. I like to pop the speed and the fire res and like mine me a quick little straight line tunnel, and then start putting the beds in there and blowing them up to get some ancient debris. So in between episodes, I think I'm going to start blowing up some of the nether and getting some ancient debris and everything, so I can make the upgrade to netherite. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're all the prep for the Mounts of Mayhem. We got mules, donkeys, camels, horses. We're all mounted up, built a beautiful stable for them guys. Got some bees to handle my wax problem, and built some cool little market stalls right there just a couple of minutes ago, and got them put into the world now. I am really, really loving how this world is coming together. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name has been Haimuno, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.